Hi, friend.
Hi, friend.
Welcome back to the Friend Podcast. I'm your co-host, Sarah.
I'm your co-host, Sabrina.
It's the first sunny day we've had, warm sunny day this year. And we were just talking about how we always say that we don't like hot weather, but then you just come out of your shell.
Yeah. I feel like just two years ago, more or less, like we started feeling like the whole, winter depression.
Yeah, on my drive home from my internship today, I rolled the windows down. I was like playing country. I had the sunglasses on. And I was like, life may suck, but this don't.
But the sun don't.
Yeah, and I don't have to have a jacket, and I'm not like shivering. I'm just...
Yeah, and it's always the perfect like amount of sun. It's not like that terrible. Like you don't go from fucking cold as hell to heat.
We're talking like 66 degrees, not...
Yeah.
No humidity. We're not talking about 85, 90, 100. Like, come back in the summer when we're like...
We'll be complaining.
Unwell. Because...
Not cute.
Yeah.
Not in Maryland.
No.
Not cute.
Not cute. What's your hyperfixation this week? A favorite or hyperfixation, I guess?
My favorite right now is this brow gel that I got, literally $5.99, cheapest shit I've ever bought ever.
Where?
Makeup. Sephora.
Oh,
Sephora
what brand?
brand.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a brand.
Yeah, they have a brand for everything, and people say that like it's not that good, but I like the gel. And I feel like I've never done my eyebrows because I don't know what the hell to do with them, and like just a little shaping.
It just needs a little shaping. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like Asian eyebrows are so... Like, your eyebrows are a line.
Yeah.
And Asian eyebrows are so sparse that when you try to gel them down, it looks like you're trying to gel, like, 4 pube hairs to your face. Like, it doesn't look good. It looks better when it's, like, a little bushy.
Yeah.
When it's smeared down, you're like, oh.
I feel like Asian brows need more so, like, you need to color them in.
Yeah, and that's
gel it.
Coloring eyebrows is a talent
hard.
that you need to... You either possess or you don't.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't.
My mom is on that journey right now.
When I do my eyebrows, like when I have makeup on, I do colored eyeshadow. Like brown eyeshadow.
Yeah.
And that's all I can... But I couldn't ever do like a pencil. Like
that is
my
hard.
sister-in-law does a pencil and it looks good, but I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah.
Was that your favorite?
Yes. Favorite.
My favorite, I talked about a couple weeks ago, but...
It's sourdough again.
No, but I'm broadening my, like, genre of favorite. So my favorite right now is just plain old fucking tub of Vaseline or Aquifer. Yeah. We were at Target yesterday, and there's all these fancy options in front of you.
Blistex.
But you know what's going to get you through the night? Not Carmex, not Blistex, not EOS, not chapstick. A big tub of Vaseline.
Truly. Wait, it's funny you say through the night. Do you have bad experiences with other ones through the night? Is that why you say that?
Laneige lip mask.
Oh, yeah. That shit lasts 2 seconds.
Yeah, so my friend Bethany... So this is like the thing. Like, some people really like it. I don't think that everybody is as anal about putting on chapstick as I am.
Yeah.
The minute right now my lips are a little dry and I'm already bugging out.
Yeah.
Like,
it needs
I'm
to
like
be wet. It
needs
to be sticking.
If I can feel my lips, I'm like, because it goes from... My lips go from... I think I've trained them kind of similarly to how your body reacts when you don't have water for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I've trained my lips similarly, and the minute that I don't put anything on them when they need it, it's all hell breaks loose, and I get like... I have it a little bit because I forgot. Yesterday we were out, and I didn't have the right chapstick.
Yeah.
And it bugged out on the top, and it's like stinging. Because if you don't have the right equipment, you pay.
That's true.
So, and you know what is not a vibe? Aquifer or Vaseline lip therapy. Don't buy that. It's supposed to be like their lip product. No. Buy the mini travel size Aquifer tube. That's just normal Aquifer. That's what you want. It is a little bit annoying because it doesn't have like a lip tip on it.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what your fingers are for. You got 5 applicators. You had 10 applicators at the end of your arms.
That's the one con, and it's okay. My hyperfixation is Five Nights at Freddy's. Have you heard of it?
Oh my gosh. My kids are talking about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Wait, really?
They're like, my mom let me watch it, and it's PG-13, so I can watch this movie. I was like, I cannot legally give that.
Oh, the movie. Yeah, there's a movie coming out. I mean the games, which is the original what it is. It's a game.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know when it came out. I don't know the whole thing. But the whole thing is, it's a horror game. Yeah. And usually,
No thanks.
I love horror stuff and I love horror movies. But I always think that they're like too not scary for me. I'm like, well, whatever. I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be jump scared. So my brother was like, I bet, play this game. I played it. I almost shat my pants. I screamed every 5 seconds.
What do you have to do?
It's like you're a security guard and at a children's, at like a Chuck E. Cheese type of establishment. And you look through all the cameras throughout the entire 5 nights.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah, and you have to make sure that the animatronics, like the dolls, the mascots, aren't coming for you because they're like killer mascots. And so,
Can you beat it?
Yeah, that's the thing. There's like a competitive element to it that I like, but it's terrifying. And I'm like, no. It's really stupid too, because usually I'm scared of like murderers and like serious shit. But this is like, I'm scared of a fucking bear and like a duck.
One thing about me is that when I get up in the middle of the night to pee, my brain wants to tell me every scary thing I've ever heard or watched in my whole life. Yeah. And every like true crime murderer that I know pops into my head when I'm peeing.
Oh my God. Well, that's because you also sit in the dark while you're peeing.
Well, who wants to turn the light on at 4 a.m. to pee? Do you do that?
Yeah. But I just keep my eyes kind of closed.
Nah.
Because I'm too scared of the dark.
Well, I just have to keep telling myself, I'm like, Alex is in the bed right there. I don't close the door. Like, nothing was in here, so it's not in there.
Yeah. Except that one night that there was a snake in Cragsmore. Was that at night? That was, right?
Yeah. It was when I went to shower. And if you know me, you know snakes are not my vibe.
No. It had to be you.
But that's country living for you. Oh my gosh. I was looking for this paperclip 2 hours ago.
Oh no.
Because I was like, guys, I think I put the paperclip in my pocket and I couldn't find it. There it is.
It is in your pocket. Do you have a hyperfixation?
Yeah, my hyperfixation is finishing my EdTPA. I feel like I can't be the only one who waited this long. Actually, I know I'm not because I have friends. But there's a big culminating assignment to get your teaching license in any state where you have to record yourself teaching and then write this whole big like defense of it, basically. Like,
is it like an essay?
It's like a report.
Oh, okay.
And we were given it a long time ago. We were supposed to work on it over winter break. But here's the thing. This is a hardcore shout out or like blowout, I don't know, to any school of education. It's not a break if I have to do something.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and we work so hard, especially a 40-hour-a-week unpaid internship, on top of the fact they said we wouldn't have class, and we do have class almost every single week, and assignments for said classes, and the EdTPA, and we're supposed to be lesson planning for up to 4 subjects a day already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
So my hyperfixation, it's due a week from today, and I gotta get it done. It's all that's in my brain.
Whoa. What was that?
That was at Archie's like litter box thing.
My heart just jumped.
And I gotta get done. So that's my hyperfixation. I have to be an academic weapon for the next 7 days.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Yeah. When we get off this and I'm sitting on the couch.
Yes.
The other thing is like you get back from a full like day of teaching and then you're supposed to want to work for another 4 hours.
Yeah.
What about sitting on the couch and rotting?
Literally.
What about reading a book? What about watching a TikTok, Instagram?
Every day when I'm here, you come home and you open your laptop and you're back to your school
or
bullshit.
You're like, or you get home. I get home. I like to pack my lunch again for the day the next day. It's like, and then by the time I have time to do what I want to do, it's like bedtime.
Didn't you have like a class until like a ridiculous hour?
We had class in person last week till 6 o'clock.
That's why.
Then I got home at 6:45. We had a friend over for dinner, and then I like went to bed.
That's insane. Like,
and I'm wearing jeans every day.
Yeah. Like they know that you are working and they're still going to do that to you.
And you
keep it online.
You can't have me 8 hours a day in real pants and think that I'm going to be happy.
True.
Like, it cannot be.
Friend, I'm sorry to say, but I'm sorry to think that Apple is not that great and I prefer Samsung and Windows. And
I don't think that's unpopular.
I know, but you were diehard Apple fan.
I am. Like, you have interesting issues with it, but generally the Apple ecosystem together works very nicely. True. Like if you have I have an iPad, a laptop, I have an iPad, a Mac, an iPhone, AirPod Pros, AirPod Pro Maxes, an Apple Pencil, an Apple Watch, and they all seamlessly go together.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I like it, because I feel like the reason Windows and Samsung's, it's just also clunky. Like, not clunky in style, but clunky in like, why do I have to click all these things to get to where I need to go?
That's true.
But there's a reason people use Windows and Samsung for like, heavy duty, work projects, because Macs can't do that.
Yeah.
But if you're just, I'm a surf the web girly, Google Docs, like that stuff is fine.
Yeah.
But you've also, I feel like your life has been made harder by the fact that everybody in your family is not an Apple person.
That's true.
So then like things that you have, like if your dad didn't want to get, the reason Google Fi on your phone is not working is because Google doesn't want to work with Apple. Google wants to work with Pixel.
Yeah.
But like if you had T-Mobile, it wouldn't be happening because it never happened before.
And it didn't happen.
So I feel like you have to be fair in your assessment.
Yes.
That it's also partly conditional.
I just changed my hot take. Google Fi fucking sucks. I hate it. Ugh. I think I just like you said, because of what I have to do. Like I edit a lot. I use Photoshop. I use the Adobe suite every single day. And like my little laptop can barely handle it. I'm surprised it's still alive.
Well, that's also older laptop too.
That's true. And like
Sabrina has my old laptop from high school. No, freshman year of college. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually doing pretty well though. I'm impressed.
Honestly, that was like a pretty fast computer as it was. It was huge. It is huge.
Yeah.
That's why I gave it to her. Well, I didn't give it to her. I sold it to her.
Yes.
But
like now I have a PC that's like really strong, and editing on that is like delicious.
But you don't like your tablet that much.
Well, I like it better than the iPad.
Yeah, but like
that I had.
Yeah.
So
you also had like the lowest. I gave you like the oldest iPad ever.
That's
but if you
true.
had an iPad, like I feel like again, compared to like an iPad Pro where people do.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Like the thing is like a lot of people like to compare, and if we're going to compare, like to me, like I've had better experience with Samsung stuff. I haven't tried the phone, and I like the Apple Watch, but
I think like that's the thing about like, so if I got a Samsung, I'd have to get a Samsung watch.
Yeah, that's
and then I'd have to get the Samsung earbuds. Yeah. And then I'd have to get a Samsung tablet.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to get
like if I'm doing something.
I don't know why I'm saying Samsung. I mean like Android.
Yeah. I like to use Canva on my Samsung Tab S, my tablet.
Yeah.
And Tab 8. What the fuck is a Tab S? And I can't send the files directly to my phone because it's Apple. I have to fucking email myself. So that's definitely annoying. But
if you use Canva on an iPad, you could easily airdrop it.
Yeah, that's true.
So your ecosystem's just messed up.
It is. But I'm not going to switch my phone right now. Maybe soon enough. We'll see. This one's probably going to die soon too. Who knows?
You should just pay for your own.
Yeah.
So Jay and Alex's brother was talking about how polarizing it is to have a Google. He has a Pixel. Mm-hmm. And he loves it. He's very much so Android.
Yeah.
But he's like going to switch back to an iPhone because he said like it's just so annoying to not be able to have like FaceTime, like the stuff that everybody else has.
Yeah.
Which Samsung has a fair amount of users. But I think like the majority of the people in your life are on Apple ecosystems. Like no group FaceTime, no AirDrop, all that. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you have to do? Discord? WhatsApp,
Google Meet.
Google Meet. Yeah, no, something about that just ain't right.
Yeah, Google Meet me.
Oh, please. Okay,
so my hot take. It's not a hot take. I've decided it's just a take, and it goes perfectly with today's episode. Mm-hmm. Nice guys finish first.
Oh my god, I like that.
This whole nice guys finish last, blah blah blah.
No.
You know what? I don't want the hottest one. Because everyone wants the hottest one. Mm-hmm. And I don't want, I want the smartest one who has the most emotional depth, who is going to be a good family man, support me, who I'd let date my daughter.
Yeah. And you know what? I find it funny that that's even a saying because I just don't think it's true because have you ever met a bad guy, like a mean guy that isn't divorced?
I am not a bad guy. I'm a good guy.
My mom nannies this little boy and he's obsessed with
being a good guy. Is he still into that?
Guy. He loves all things cops and firefighters and he's
still
very
one
much...
time when her family was staying at my nanny family's house, it sounds just as weird as it is. And he was sleeping over with them And my nanny kid told him he was like doing something bad, and he was not interested in being bad.
He freaked out. I'm not a bad guy.
He's like, I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy.
I catch bad guys.
I was like, bro, we know you're the good guy.
Yeah,
we know she got away with everything. Like, you don't have to tell me, boo boo. Yeah, that's my hot take, because I think like I was talking to I have a friend who also, I talk about her all the time, Bethany, and her husband met, very like literally an identical story to me and Alex. So basically, besides the fact that they were long distance, and they always talk about how it's crazy to them that their parents drove them to see each other because they lived like 2 hours away. So each parent would drive them an hour and they'd meet up in the middle.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think that that's surprising, because if my daughter was dating someone that good, I would do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather drive you an hour to meet the good guy than let you hook up with, you know,
The fucking guitar.
Ezekiel in the backyard.
Wow. Okay.
We know he doesn't watch this.
Okay. Yeah, true. Zeke.
Like the bread.
Like the bread.
Ezekiel bread.
Yeah.
He's also in the Bible. That's actually where it's from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would much rather my daughter date someone like that.
Definitely.
So I think nice guys finish first.
They do.
And if you're watching this as a young person and you think you want the bad guy, you don't.
Yeah. Like, it may be a time in your life, but like, you're not going to marry him. You're not going to stay with him.
The bad guy is cheating on you and leaving you with the children.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not the good guy.
Yeah.
The bad guy. Today we have some very special guests. Spontaneously, we decided to have, well, one of our close friends, Brian, came back into town. He lives in Seattle now. Well, 3 hours outside Tri-Cities. And he was in town, and we thought, since we don't get the chance, we would have him sit down for a chat.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, it would probably help if Alex also sat with him, because Alex is very quiet. I think he said like 2 things the whole time.
Truly.
And
Every time he talked, I was like very cautious of it. I was like, oh my God, I gotta make him louder.
yeah. And then we ended up also getting another good friend, Deceith, to come on at the same time. So hope you guys enjoy. And the reason I say my hot take is because all 3 of them are great good guys. And none of them
are friends.
yeah, and none of them should finish last IMO.
Agreed.
The fact that 2 of them are not
Locked down.
whippersnappered up, I think it's a great disservice to the world. So if you have, you know, girlies, I have 2 eligible men waiting for you. DM us. Connect ya.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy. Let's hop on over to the interview, shall we? Okay, so today we have some special guests with us. We pulled from the best pool of people we could find, really.
For the slums.
for the first intro, or for the first podcast we've done with guests, we were like, these are the people.
Yeah,
these
are the people.
So we've got my fiance Alex, and then I guess everybody's friend Brian and Deceith.
Everyone's friend.
Like all of us.
I'm a man whore apparently for friends.
Friend, or is that just a Brian?
I don't know. Like you say you're gonna text me and you don't. So
Damn.
yeah. So we're gonna go and talk. This is like a round table. We're gonna go around and tell everybody what the connections are.
Okay.
But I feel like we have to start with the 3 of you, because you guys all had friendships before we even existed in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I think it's probably between us first then, because Deceith and I met in elementary school. Oakland Terrace, go Unicorns.
Are they really unicorns?
Yeah, they're really.
No,
Yeah.
no, the Ocelot.
We're the Ocelots
Yeah,
now?
the Ocelot.
Oh fuck. Yeah, we were
Unicorns aren't real.
Okay.
Okay, so are Titans. So are Titans.
Titans are real.
Real?
No.
Yeah, they're like
they were- I thought
they're like a
Adams.
medieval creature.
What's
We were
Michigan's mascot?
Atoms.
Yeah, because on the soccer.
Oh my god, he
team-
really did think that it was like the Einstein.
The logo
Adams.
is an atom. Yeah.
right.
But
the
no,
soccer
we were.
team had just the
Yeah, but we
logo
were
as
the
atom.
Einstein Titans.
It's like our emblem.
Anyways, yeah. So Deceith and I met in 3rd grade.
Even the Titans
Mrs.
was a
Zamora's class. Zamora was a bad teacher, bro. She was fine. Anyways.
Oh, bad like bad.
Dude, all the 3rd grade teachers were hot as fuck. Mrs. Zamora, Miss Kim,
That's
the Korean one.
thing to
No,
say
you
to
don't.
6-year-olds.
It's crazy that this
Yeah.
is all legal now.
I mean, looking back at, and then Deceith and I met. Well, Deceith met Alex first at Newport in middle school, and then we kind of took a break on our friendship for like 2 years, and then 7th grade we reconnected through one of our mutual friends through League of Legends. And that was the funniest thing, because I don't know if you remember how we like reconnected. It was literally on Skype, and then I said hello, and then Deceith was like, Brian? I'm like, Deceive?
I knew that motherfucking voice.
And
I
then
thought
Alex.
you went to Sligo with him.
No.
No.
Oh.
You weren't a Newport.
No.
And then Alex there chimed in, and then we started talking, and then we didn't even meet each other fully for the first time until.
Well, also, I guess
high
it's
school, yeah.
important to note that you guys all grew up in the area and never really moved.
Yeah.
I moved to New York, or from New York, when I was 11, so I wouldn't have gone to elementary school. And
Right.
Sabrina lived everywhere.
Right.
Brazil?
No, like
Was
DC,
everywhere? Oh, yeah.
Montgomery Village.
Yeah,
like you went to
around
every
here.
you went to every elementary
Right.
school in Montgomery County.
The slums of New York.
I was not from the slums.
So you guys are league friends. That's where it all originated, except for you
Except
two.
for us
Don't
two.
say that.
But then, like after we met in high school, obviously, like that became more than just playing League 2 video games together. Although that did tie us together for a long time.
It was
Yeah.
funny though, because the game just gives you an excuse to scream at your friends. So I feel like it tested us.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
you guys,
oh
you
my
guys say
God.
the most outlandish shit to each other, and then after like GG.
Yeah.
I'm like, didn't you just say you wanted his mom to
we'll
die?
see tomorrow.
yeah.
Class.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that was such a fucking dumb thing to do. Anyway, good game.
We tried our best to keep whatever emotions were happening into League like on the game only, but there were moments where like
I could learn that with
the next
Overcooked.
day in school there was some tension. Like there was one night where Deceive and I were literally like yelling at each other, and we ignored each other for the entire week of that, like in
That's
school.
wild.
Um,
The girlies come in freshman year of high school.
yep.
Yeah.
I met Brian in Spanish class.
Was it freshman sophomore year or freshman
Freshman
the
year.
second semester?
Yeah, we were in Spanish class together, and we probably just started irritating each other.
Probably. The Spanish teachers hated us.
Yeah,
and
we
that
were
stuck that way
yappers.
till like all the way till junior year. We kept getting separated every time.
Yeah, so Brian and I were very much
We have
not
two yappers.
platonic friends.
We'll get there. That topic will come up.
And then I don't really think I knew Deceive existed. I'm gonna
Not
Yeah,
until
I was gonna say I didn't know you went to Einstein.
yeah, and then I had a big crush on Alex freshman year, but he didn't know I existed.
Damn.
So it was me and Brian, and
I knew
obviously
he
Sabrina.
you also had a crush on me. Let's
yeah, I also
let's
had a
not
crush
ignore that
on
part.
Brian in our freshman year.
And then just to equally embarrass myself, I also had a crush on both Sarah and Sabrina. So
Yeah,
we'll-
Brian had a crush on everybody who had a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But so I
a
met
lot of people
you.
out there with heartbeats, friends.
8 billion, I think.
I met you freshman year. We were best friends till like sophomore year, and all through sophomore year too. And then I met Alex like officially from sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
And we started dating like basically a week after we met.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks
Never
to me.
broke up though.
Thanks to me and not Brian.
Thanks to Sabrina, not Brian.
No. Whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
okay.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, can we truly?
He would not have been there at her party if I didn't take him with.
He wouldn't have been there if I hadn't invited him.
I would have brought him anyways.
No, you would not.
Yes, I
He
would.
not.
That's just a lie.
It's not a lie.
Deceive is the king of bringing 10 people as his plus one.
You know what's funny? Evan, one of my closest friends, has everybody's contact name as like their name plus however many people they usually bring.
Oh my god.
serious?
Yeah, mine is like plus 10.
Yeah, Deceive like we'll have a party and he's like, can I bring blah 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 and this person, this person? I'm like, yeah, sure, fine, that's cool. It's always people you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I think it's actually a good trait to have.
Yeah.
And they always have like, it's always fun.
Yeah.
It's just it is
Otherwise,
something
you
about
probably
you.
wouldn't think to invite them.
Yeah. But I met Deceive I think we didn't even get like close till senior year of high school. Deceive and I coincidentally had the same 2 free periods.
It's weird though.
And
that-
really just fucked
Dude,
the club
senior
up.
year to see that like 10 free periods. That man didn't go to class.
Yeah, we had 2 free periods. Deceive and I just like
that-
Deceive and I just like dicked around for a year, like always out of class and doing something we weren't supposed to be doing.
Crazy. I
Shout out Miss Beecraft.
can't ever forget when Deceased just like rolled up to like calculus class, but like he'll stand outside
Oh, no,
the
he was-
classroom and just waved in.
He rolled up. We were hanging signs, remember? And you were like, I gotta hang one in this calculus class. And I was standing outside, and it was like you guys were all in the class
Yeah.
together.
Okay, that calculus class was atrocious. It was me, you, Nate, I forgot who, like Steven, other people in that fucking
That's
class.
crazy.
It was just a whole group of nerds.
How they allow you all in there?
Yeah, it was so
Oh,
bad.
It was fantastic. That was probably the best class we've had.
Dude, Griffin hated us.
I know for sure.
I was a crazy class though, like in terms of.
Were you ever
everybody
there?
was there. No, barely. It was for the best though. Like,
Vietnamese.
I feel similarly.
Vietnamese women. Vietnamese women. Avoid them.
That's your hot take?
No, that's a very cold take. Ask everyone in this room, and they will all tell you the same thing.
Literally. Even I would.
See?
it was funny though. There was just like nothing better to do in school, so we just walked around looking in the classroom and like, you fucking doing class in there?
Yeah.
Lame as hell.
Remember, our class was on the Washington Post for like the least attendance, but the highest
Oh, yeah.
graduation rate.
It was well, because the free period was supposed to be for IB kids to finish their work, but Deceive and I never had homework.
I think we probably had some homework.
Yeah, but then she would give you like administrative tasks to complete, and then we just fucked around while we did the administrative tasks. She was like, "These need to be hung up," but then we finessed our way into Miss Shipley's free period.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That's nice.
That was fun. She'd be like, "Oh, you're back," but
Whatever
we
you
did
want
have
it
a
to be.
question. Since this is like a primarily female-dominated podcast,
You're outnumbered right now. It's 3-2.
I know, but our listeners, we wanted you to explain to everybody what the game of League is
Oh my god.
and why you're all
Anyways.
so greasy.
So if you have a bunch of female listeners, there's probably some e-girls on this podcast, and I hope they are. Anyways, hit up Deceit Pereira and Brian Wynn.
Wait, what are they called?
E-girls?
E-girls.
Anyways, League.
No, I don't think Deceith wants an e-girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off that. For real.
Yeah, he's already done it. Anyways, League of Legends is a video game on the PC.
On the PC.
On a
The
PC.
portable computer.
Portable computer.
Just trying to
No, it's
cancel
personal
Brian.
computer. Personal
Portable.
computer.
Nothing about a PC is
No,
portable. Deceith.
personal.
Imagine you just like roll up with like a PC on your backpack.
It's a 5v5 MOBA, and you.
We're just trying to make
Team
What does
Brian
MOBA
explain
mean?
so that we can cancel
What does
him.
MOBA stand for?
I wouldn't even describe.
Massive online battle arena.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyways, you team
totally.
up with four other your homies, and you try to defeat the base of the other 5 people.
Okay, so I see it as a map,
Yeah.
and you are all like weird creatures.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you just shoot each other until you get to the center of the game.
That is exactly how the game is. Yeah, you got it right.
The premise.
So when Alex and I first started dating, he told me that a match lasted 20 minutes.
Ooh, damn lie.
And
You're losing hard and you're like, get me the fuck out of here.
Also, that was like back then. Games were way slower back then too.
45 minutes minimum. 25 if
If
you're
I'm
losing.
winning,
Yeah. Can we talk about all those times when like
And
we-
and when they play it, their hearing goes out. They don't see. They don't hear,
Yeah.
see anything.
Yeah. Well, that's not true. Alex would pick up your FaceTime calls.
Okay, yeah.
During the game.
When we first started dating, Alex would like literally. You can't pause in the game.
No. Of course
And he would just pick up my FaceTime. Now I have to like rip his headphone off his head and slap him for him to listen to me.
Yeah.
Like, did you know that there was a big fire downstairs that I was just talking to you about? He was like, huh?
He would have smelled it if it was.
Yeah. If it was that bad.
also I saved Archie. So let's just
Were
just
you
put it
playing
there.
League when that happened?
No, I wasn't.
Right.
I
So
saved it.
that's not a
But
good.
he
We wouldn't
did
have
save
known.
that rabbit,
He saved
so-
the rabbit, so it's like
What is the joy that you get out of it?
there is no joy.
There is no.
It stems from like competition and competitive edge, and there's like a good amount of people on this earth that don't fit into like standard things that people are good at and like enjoy or are impressed by, like sports and that kind of thing. So this is like a lot
Truth.
of people's avenue.
I see League as nothing but a nick.
So that's the serious answer. But if we record one of our matches, you'll hear C screaming
Oh,
and
yeah.
being upset
I
about it.
I just like to make funny noises.
Well, the other
Can
thing
you
is,
give us an example of a funny noise you make?
yeah, actually, that is another.
That game is a horror game.
We're just straight up, help, come.
It's true.
I didn't actually expect you to actually make a noise, so I was.
Hopefully nobody's listening to this, or maybe it's better for this.
Some of the callouts during the game sound very suspect in terms of what we're saying. If you hear them out of context, you would very much assume the worst is happening.
Yeah.
Like the screams or like help, he's coming on me.
That's you,
I don't know what you're saying, man. Then I mean,
That's
the screams that follow up after that. I don't.
I think it's also important to say that we started playing games together, friend.
Yeah, Sabrina and I did start playing games together. I'm like iconically awful at Overwatch, but I'm actually I don't know. Sometimes I got a good amount of kills.
So do you understand them a little bit better or no?
Because it's the addictive quality that I don't understand. Like I could never sit that long and play Overcooked. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Overwatch, like after like one match, I'm like I'm done. Alex could sit and play League all day and never get up, and he's like, "This was the best day ever."
No, he would definitely not say that.
No, he would not. It depends on the win-loss ratio.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I do have ADHD, so like I also don't listen sometimes, but I don't understand how like his hearing turns off when he's playing a game. That's like, and the part of it, I also don't understand the like, it's a game. So if I'm asking you to do something, get up and like do it, and then you can go back to your game. I think that you need clean underwear more than you need to win a game.
That's not true. Just
You haven't spoken to many.
No,
League of
just
Legends players, so
flip that shit inside out, and it's good for another 5 days.
So
You
y'all
sound like
have
you speak-
heard our
you
hot
speak
takes,
from
Yeah.
Yes.
and you know how we feel about
It's like the
this.
last day of laundry, and then you're like, "Oh shit, I got to do laundry," and you're like, "I'm gonna do it tomorrow." So then you take the cleanest or the nice smellingest pair, and you flip it.
Hey, yo, Brian, you should listen
Brian,
to our
are you
first
serious?
episode.
Do you do that?
I did it once. twice,
Your whole first episode just hygiene.
maybe 3
No,
times.
but we do have a podcast about cleaning and the fact that people who don't shower daily are disgusting.
I shower daily.
Shower daily, yeah. That's right.
Oh, are you a nighttime shower or morning shower?
Oh,
Nighttime.
thanks for asking, Brian. I'm a night showerer,
I am also a night shower.
and I don't miss it. No, I don't miss it. Period.
Likewise, I'm wasted and I'll shower anyways.
Yeah.
So
As
you
should
wake
be.
up in the morning and don't shower before you go out and see other people?
Yeah.
You shower in the morning and don't shower at night.
Yeah.
Before you go into
because-
bed?
So you're
Then your
getting
bed's
into
dirty.
bed with the day on your body.
Yeah, and then I'll wash my sheets.
So do we.
Every day?
Not every day, but like I'm not that. I don't know what you guys get up to. outside
No,
of
your
that.
feet smell. Your genitalia smells. Your armpit smell. You're not clean. You mean to tell me so? Like you're gonna go to K-pop tonight, right? And you're just
Yeah.
gonna get home, take your clothes off, and get into bed.
I'll change. I'll probably.
Got
You're not wrong. Yeah, when you phrase it like that, yes, it sounds disgusting. And I'm
It
sorry,
is.
I've been
There is
living-
actually no other way to phrase it because
Wait,
it is
okay.
disgusting.
So are you also a nighttime shower,
I'm
Alex?
definitely a nighttime shower.
Yes.
Nighttime? So it's just you.
Yeah, it's just me. I shower daily. I used to shower 3 times a day though.
Actually, but you never smell bad. Like even when we were doing like sports in high school together, you never smelled bad after practice.
You
You
must
should
have
pick
showered
up the
after that
ladies.
though.
No, yeah. When I was doing high school sports, I would shower like 2-3
He actually had like shower in a can, little axe spray.
You know, he's,
That redeems
he'd
a
be
little
using
bit.
The,
No, it doesn't.
the football team.
Then you're just putting axe in your bed too.
No, but he said he showered after.
You could walk in there without passing out.
That's one of the things as a guy I've come to appreciate. But like cologne is pretty sick.
Cologne
Like,
is
just
really nice.
having your own smell and like being able to get people just by a whiff.
I do not. Okay, I think you could shower in the morning and at night, but you cannot just shower in the morning.
Yeah, now I do feel like gross. but I still feel like I shower plenty enough.
And there you have it, folks. Peer pressure works.
And like no,
That's
no,
what we're here for.
No person I've ever.
We're here
been
for
with-
public shaming.
No person I've ever been with in the past has given me shit for it too. So maybe I've just lucked
Maybe
out
you
and
just
only
hang
been
out with
day
dirty
showers.
people.
That you know what?
To see some of the stories of the girls you've been with, you've told me that some that
I'm
could use a
surprised
shower.
knowing
bar.
some of the knowing some of the girls that you were with. I'm surprised it never came up.
But yeah,
Color's my opinion of the girls.
all humans are dirty for real, for real.
You're less dirty when you shower at night and get in bed.
Man.
How often do you change your sheets?
Like probably once every 2 weeks.
Foul. You don't shower every night and you change your sheets twice a week.
Yeah.
Or every other week.
I-
I change my sheets every other week and I shower every night. If I wasn't
You
showering
change your
every
sheets
night,
every week?
yeah.
Yours is crazy.
That's too much.
Every
Yep.
other week.
Brian, you slept in a bed with a hole in the middle.
That did happen. That is factual.
How did the hole get there?
His big ass toenails.
I actually don't remember how that hole got there, but
Just
that
you
it
know,
did
constant
happen.
wear and tear of the friction of the bed.
Toenails-
I know you're not on social media right
Yo,
now.
lock in.
You're the one that's not.
I just don't speak enough. So.
It's okay.
We'll get him
I
going.
feel you.
We'll get him
I
going.
feel like if I was gonna rank the three of you, like greasiest to less greasy, in
Damn,
terms
this
of
is
like
crazy.
nerd vibes,
What is it? What? Okay.
Alex.
Okay,
is the
wait,
least
hold on,
greasy.
hold on.
No,
What's
when
I
I
would
say
say-
the nerd vibe, is that just assumed every nerd is a greaseball?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like, what's like the scale? Like, what's 1 and 10? Like, what's the?
Alex and Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh is actually, if we're going on hyperfixation, you asked us to bring a hyperfixation. Yu-Gi-Oh has been a really good escape into just giving me
now I sound like a bitch.
giving me a new friend groups, places like people that I've met in a different part of the country that I can connect with on some type of level. Also, my gambling addiction.
Listen to last week's
Better than
episode
in
about
the
addiction.
That's true. It's better in the slots. So
I love that about you, B.
that is
But
my
it is
definitive.
greasy.
No, it is not.
Alright,
Disagree.
You can be the cleanly person surrounded by a
So,
sea of people
hot-
that don't wear deodorant.
I think though, something I will say about all three of you is I would much rather my daughter date someone like the three of you than someone who's like
A fuck boy.
I don't
Yeah.
know, high five on
I'm gonna hold you to that.
that. What do you mean?
Wait, Ryan.
What do you mean, bro?
Why are you?
Siri, send me a reminder. 22 years.
Brian,
that's disgusting.
you had to sit down.
At
At
least he
another
put-
age, it would have been
at least he
8.
put
Couldn't
the
get the
number-
mom, so he
I
got
put-
the daughter.
I put 22 years.
Yeah, at least you put the
22.
22.
just
I'm
sent
just
me.
blown.
What do
You were-
you mean?
I'm just blown. You didn't like think like you were like, yeah, I don't think I have any hot takes or anything.
That's not a hot
You,
take.
you were.
Didn't get hotter than that.
One of the funniest jokes that Sarah got mad at me for was, I think back in high school we said if you had a twin sister,
Yeah.
I would go for it.
You would go for anything, Brian.
And then she got mad at me because I think at that time you weren't dating Alex yet, but you liked me. I didn't know that. So when I said if you had a twin sister, I would date your twin sister. That like just added on
Oh,
to
yeah.
that. which made it hilarious.
So Brian and I had an absolutely disgusting level of like physical contact in our friendship. Freshman year, everyone thought we were dating.
Yes.
Factual?
Factual.
I got asked multiple times, and I had to
Really?
debunk
I don't
it.
know. I don't think I thought you were dating.
You were. You did.
I knew you had a thing for her, but like I didn't
No. I didn't tell anyone I had a thing for her until after she started dating.
know the situation.
Alex thought we were dating.
Did you?
Yeah.
You never told me that.
Well,
We were always together. I was wearing your hoodies. We were always like walking in the hallway, like not holding
You wore
hands.
this motherfucker's hoodies, and you're giving me shit for being greasy? Nah.
Hey, whoa.
Nah, he wore the same yellow. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
No, it was a gray hoodie. There was like, was there a yellow sweatshirt then? No, not high school. I stopped wearing yellow in high school.
Yeah, I think it was.
There was a black Nike hoodie that was worn a lot.
I never wore that one.
Yeah, that was reserved.
Do tell who it was reserved for.
Sabrina could tell who it was reserved for.
Do I know?
You dated her.
Oh.
Wow.
I forgot that connection. Sabrina had a brief stint in bisexuality,
That's right.
and Brian had a thing for the girl. Oh no, you guys were best friends,
You always
Yes,
had a
we
thing
were, and
for
people
her.
thought I dated her as well.
and
Did
you
you
just
like
sent her
her?
to Sabrina.
Yes, also true. And a youth group girl. Remember that too?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. It was a matchmaker for everyone I couldn't
You're
get.
a lot more connected than I thought.
I didn't
All the
kiss the same
lines.
girls. Did you kiss Claire ever?
No,
Oh, so it was just
But
all
we did
emotional,
cuddle.
like always.
but we did cuddle.
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing pictures of you in coupley poses.
I love how
On
we're using
Instagram.
names, guys.
What is this gonna? This is not exposure. I have nothing bad to say about her. She's an elementary
She's
school
great,
teacher now, and we talk sometimes.
Yeah, her and her boyfriend are very cute together.
Oh, and their dog, so cute. I guess yeah, we could go into what happened in between sophomore.
Oh,
and
yeah,
junior
that'll tie
high school.
into the other topic of platonic.
Yeah.
Is
So-
a
Yeah.
platonicity?
Sophomore year, I was decided to be friends with like one of Brian's youth group friends. Were you guys even friends?
That's a good question.
No, you gotta say you were friends.
I think we were friends. I think there was like, okay, like, yeah, I still think
was an
genuinely
awful person.
He's a bad person, but like growing up as kids together, like we went from like 5 to high
Yeah.
school together. So we had a good connection. He wasn't always
Everyone
that
told me
person.
not to be friends with him.
But
Even
we did
Deceive
tell you
told me
that.
not.
Yes, we did mention that
I don't
part.
even know the guy. Right?
Yeah, and he was like, "Nah, you don't want to do that." So I just became friends with him, and he decided to expose that Brian had a crush on me.
For literally no reason. There was
No.
nothing
but it was
towards
a
it.
current crush.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was Alex and I had been together for over like a year and a half at that time.
Was it? I thought it was a couple months at that point.
Nah, bro, we
It felt
started.
fresher than that.
Oh wait, no, sophomore year. So it was
was
in
a
between
couple-
sophomore and junior. So it was
yeah.
like 6 months maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
he had exacerbated the situation.
Yeah.
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 No, I wouldn't have even known. It wouldn't have even been brought up.
No,
had
I
it
was gonna
not-
keep that to
Yeah.
my grave.
Had
Yeah.
it not been me being friends with him and him just deciding to expose Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, at the end of the day, I think all of this is like his fault because like that's not very kind to do.
Mm-hmm.
So then that happened. Where is that in relation to the 4th of July Day of Reckoning?
That I think
That was
that
the
happened.
head.
Reckoning.
I think that was like the month.
was
That was
after?
no.
That was
yeah.
the peak.
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
peak.
yeah.
So that was like a month or two. Before,
So then
after
I don't really even know because in my at that time I didn't have a crush on Brian at all. So and I was very much into Alex. Like everybody knew that. Except at the time, so Alex and I started dating literally a week after we met in real like officially met.
Yeah.
So I was not close with him at all. Like I didn't have his Snapchat. I had Instagram and his phone number. That's it. So like we were very much so like getting to know each other while we were dating. But Brian and I had been close for a long time, and Brian and Alex were friends. So like naturally, people still thought we were dating. Like we had a weird thing while me and Alex were dating, and Alex thought it was weird too. Didn't you think it was weird?
Yeah.
yes,
It was definitely weird.
Yes.
You don't give piggybacks to fucking.
Did he do that?
He gave you a piggyback. I'm pretty sure. That was very controversial.
That's crazy.
And the craziest thing is, I had to read about all this on
In
League of
my-
Legends chat.
in my defense,
like it was so.
I didn't offer the piggyback. Sarah had a habit of jumping on people.
I never got jumped on by Sarah.
Then why did you? I feel like then something happened between the two of you that I just told Alex that you had a crush on me.
So I don't know if you ever told her. We talked it out. We had talked it out separately. like
But it was
we like
more
you and I resolved stuff, and then him and I resolved resolved.
Yeah, I know, but when it first happened, you guys were mad at each other about it, but I didn't really. I was like, I didn't get it.
Well, that comes down to the bro code. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we were talking about earlier, or like before the podcast. It's like there is a bro code that I would have stood by if you had told me before we started dating.
Right.
But I didn't have a crush on him.
But
back
that
then.
wasn't
Yeah.
the problem. It was more the problem that if Brian told me beforehand we started dating.
Oh, yeah, so
then
Al-
that's
yeah.
the bro code. Like,
And you
I
would've
would
dated
not-
me.
yeah,
But
I wouldn't
here's the
have
thing, and then
gotten-
like, it became another thing was that I didn't start liking her until after you started dating, because we
Yeah.
had the whole talk. To see that I had this talk
This is like, you're a mess.
about this whole idea that like when someone you're just close with becomes unavailable or off the market,
Yeah.
you start
totally.
seeing certain traits in a couple, in like when they're dating someone else, that you're like, that's really attractive,
Yeah.
and like that became more present.
Well, Alex also started dating me right on the heels of when I was dating the other guy.
Oh yeah,
And he was trying to still like catch me
Yeah.
while I was trying to bag Alex.
yeah,
And he was cock blocking me.
yeah,
And I was like, get away from me.
yeah.
And then this
That fucking
happened.
Bible ass motherfucker name, I forgot.
It is a Bible name. That's true.
John.
John.
John. Yeah, we'll call him John for this.
But
That story is.
Then-
I just want to talk about
Oh.
that story because it's still funny. Sabrina and I still talk about it to this day. Because
the kiss.
Yeah, when we were when
Oh,
when
God.
Sabrina and I were just out in the
I
field
didn't
under a tree,
like-
just watching. We're like,
Well, I didn't like him like that
Yeah.
much. I did, but it was like
Yeah.
a puppy thing. It wasn't
I
like
really
a,
hope Mr. Brightside played in the background.
oh, we should have.
So I told Alex and I told Sabrina and Brian to wait for me so he didn't try to kiss me. And Brian fell asleep under a tree.
I did
You took an hour.
Not an hour, that's a lie.
Wait, I also did not get that memo. I thought we were just waiting for you because
Well,
you
so when I
arrived
got when I got back from my other tree that I kissed this boy under, Brian's deep in sleep and Sabrina's like on her phone, and I'm
Yeah.
like, was anybody looking out for me?
My understanding was you liked him and you were like having
You
a little
liked him.
time. I didn't know it was the worst.
And then he
time.
sucked your face.
Yeah, top 10 worst. I mean, actually, I've only kissed 2 boys, but no 3, but that was the worst.
Do you think John listens to this?
No,
Definitely
actually,
not.
probably because
You and John talk a lot. Yeah.
He texts me randomly, and I'm like, and he wants to play like cup pong on like the game pigeon. I'm like, what? What do you have to do?
So back to what we were talking about. Yeah, Alex and I had resolved things separately, and it is about the bro code thing. Like,
But
yeah,
then he tested me. Remember?
did he?
Yeah, because he made me pick a side, and I wouldn't pick a side, and so to him that was me saying, like, that I didn't like him enough to choose his side and stand up for him.
Yeah, because she was very neutral about the fact that like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
He
thing
did
is,
something.
I was on your side. I told you were mad at me. You were really mad at me. I understood why,
Yeah.
but I kept telling you like I'm not going to do anything to interfere with you.
Yeah.
But everyone else then started
Well, also,
talking about it.
at
from
that
sides,
point-
too.
That was
And
the
that was the
problem.
annoying part.
But
Yeah,
my
that was
friends
the
were like so, because I had like a year-long crush on Alex. Everybody knew once I got Alex, like, I don't
Yeah.
fucking care. So I obviously was not on Brian's side, but I wasn't taking anybody's side.
I'm
Yeah.
only a little bit confused because I got blasted for being neutral too.
Yeah, everybody. But
So
then
everybody was
you
neutral,
started.
people were
Both
mad at
you
us.
guys, some of your friends, you tried to make them take a side. Be fair.
I don't know. If
I personally don't think I
don't
was
think
telling.
it was the side thing. It was more like just all of the.
Oh,
talk.
Deceit was in the middle. What did you feel?
I was the only thing I remember saying, again, typing it into League of Legends chat, was like, sides are stupid. What are you guys fucking doing? This is
Right.
just- I didn't take your side. If anything, I was just like, this is just a
Why
girl.
didn't
'Cause
I didn't know you?
Yeah.
Again, Alex and I both didn't want sides, but in terms of okay, if I was
Some people
telling
just
stuff,
naturally did. Though.
did so,
Yeah.
and right, but if
But
you
it
hear
was
from a source-
confusing.
source, yeah,
Okay. Also, as you can probably tell from this like conversation, Brian's like much more like outgoing than Alex is like more quiet. So like, and Brian's much more open with his emotions. So I could totally see taking his side because it sounds like he's the one
Yeah.
who like didn't get the girl or whatever.
That's what I'm
right.
saying,
But I also
like,
try
no-
to not make things sound biased.
Yeah, but most of the time, like all of the talks we got from other people were they just didn't understand the situation. Like they never got my side of the story or understood like how I felt. So it just came out to be just.
4th of July though was funny as fuck.
Oh my god!
It was just
yeah.
like a bunch of rumors that were going.
Well,
around,
so
which
our
didn't
high
help.
school used
Yeah.
to do a fireworks show.
they still do.
Yeah.
still-
And that year we all decided to go. That's the only year I went.
That
Yep.
was the one I didn't go to. Thank God.
You should have. That was-
And Brian was there, and we were all there. Me and Sabrina and Alex were together, obviously, because this is the Three Musketeers always. And we had gone the whole night without talking to you. We knew you were there, but we like didn't talk to you. And then, like, didn't you like catch us on the way out or something?
I think I thought I texted Alex
Oh, you were like,
to like,
can we just talk
yeah,
it
let's just
out?
talk it out at this point.
I just remember,
remember the
Brian and I
famous text.
standing on a hill screaming at each other.
It's so funny because I
Like right in front of each other? Or there's
No, he
I
was
don't
on top of the hill and I was at the bottom.
Okay.
We're probably
And-
calling out, yeah.
And I was mad because at that time, I really only cared about like not Alex not breaking up with me, and he was like about to. So I was like, "Get away from me!" I don't even know what we talked about that night.
I don't remember either.
don't remember anything.
But I
I just
know.
remember everybody was walking past us like
I was just in the corner, like, waiting for it to be over, like, oh.
I just know that, like,
Medic.
Alex and I worked something out, and where we just kind of took that break away from each other, like, for the couple months. We weren't playing games together that entire summer.
You guys didn't talk at all, did you?
We really didn't.
No,
Yeah.
and we also had driving class.
Oh my god, I remember
Oh,
that.
Yeah, you sat behind me.
You guys signed up for driving class when you were, because you guys were besties.
Yeah,
because
we had planned to do it over the summer together.
Yeah, and then, but Brian and I were still talking, and he would send me Snapchats of the back of your head and be like, "It just sucks, like knowing he won't talk to me."
No,
I was going.
we don't remember.
I was going through 2 heartbreaks, right? The girl I couldn't get and my best friend.
Yeah, and he was like, "It just sucks because like I know he's right there and we can't talk," and I'm like, "Bruh."
And then when
I
school,
was like, "Why don't you just try talking to him?"
yeah, and then when school started, I don't know. I think we just slowly, like, we were still hanging around in that same area right outside the music hallway. And I
Oh
think
my God.
slowly we just like kind of moved past it and just put it behind us.
I remember like the start of junior year.
Yeah.
We were like back to like talking more, and like we took that picture together.
Mm-hmm.
That's your contact picture on my phone. I feel like we just kind of like, because at that point we were obviously still together.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
Well, then you and I also faded, so we stopped being as
Oh, yeah.
touchy.
because
I
we
didn't-
realized it was weird.
Yeah, and then I didn't text you as much.
Well, after
anymore.
that, because everyone was like, "It's weird."
Yeah, and I didn't text you as much anymore.
Yeah.
And then I was also then like just focusing on my life and my very open love life.
Open.
I mean, just falling in love with every girl that has a heartbeat. Her friends,
Everybody's really.
Virginia. Is she still my contact picture?
Yes.
Can you show it?
Some girl I was sitting next to in class was just like looking over my phone. One, my lock screen is me holding my nephew, so I think
Yeah.
she thinks I have a kid.
The contact picture he has for me is Annie,
Yeah, I don't think she listened.
the first,
Then I became friends with her.
the first Annie.
Oh, there's 2 Annies.
There was 2 Annies. Remember the
There's
second
2 of
Annie?
everything with this one.
Yeah, truly. You got the whole alphabet
Not
yet?
2 Sabrinas and not 2 Sarahs and not
You know,
2.
no, but the fact that I got a W was kind of like, like that's kind of unique.
Cheater.
Is W a W?
He also caught
It was a
me,
W
so-
until it
It
wasn't.
wasn't no.
And who fumbled that bag?
Yeah, Sarah. I think that W was the only one Sarah truly liked as a person.
No, I liked the most recent one too, but then she was like scared of me. I am fair. I guess I'm scary.
No, you are. Don't put
You're
that.
intimidating
Yeah,
sometimes.
But like, no, were you intimidated? Any of you intimidated? Okay.
Hell
get
yeah, I
intimidated
was.
listening to your podcast. Like, oh god,
yeah,
Sarah's in the room.
So
now.
before this, Deceive was at my house yesterday night.
But
and we
it's
put it
from
on.
deep, like, I wouldn't be, like, I'm fiercely protective, like, over the 3 of you. Like, I would not, like, I didn't like any of them because I'm like, they're going to hurt my friend. You know?
And they did all hurt me. Well, except for the W.
You're
but-
very easy to hurt. But
everybody at this table is also.
I think personally, if we're gonna talk about it, the like bro code thing of like not going after someone's girl, I cannot get past like cheating. I just can't.
Well, that I was gonna bring it up earlier, but it's funny how deep the situation that you guys were talking about was at the time.
Alex.
But with hindsight and like how what I've come to know is like the dirtiest things people can do to each other, like that shit is nothing. And you guys recognize that it was weird. Your
Yeah.
relationship. So
Yeah.
To me though, like when the whole thing went down with the girl that you cheated on, I never was like Brian's a bad person. I was just like, how are you all like just okay that he cheated on a girl? Like, I don't get
Oh
it.
no! So I promise you, they weren't okay. A lot of people.
Were you okay with it? You two?
Yeah, like my thing is I fucked up so much in the past that I can't hold anybody accountable as long as they're not wanting to do it again and they want to become actively better. So I can't.
So yeah, that was like the thing, right? Like I thought
You
to.
were pretty like.
I was against it, but I also understood from where he was coming from because, like, as a guy, you do have certain qualities that you miss or you want in somebody, and sometimes, like, you just know that
Tell us more.
there's just other qualities in someone that you are really close with that you're like, oh, like that's how you can get it without like hurting your significant other.
Basically, at the time, I wasn't mature enough to have recognized that like things weren't gonna work out.
Like it wasn't like you cheated on a girl just to cheat on her and then like fuck around.
No, actually. So like I said, when I was talking to Alex about this before, like I actually ended up cheating, was I told Alex like, hey, like,
Wait. This was premeditated?
No, not premeditated. It was I was having him try to figure out my emotions because I told him like, hey, I'm in a content relationship.
Well, why am I not?
Why
do
am I
want
not
this
happy?
girl?
Yeah, like what is happening, right? And then he couldn't figure it out. And then eventually, obviously, when it happened, he's like, that's why you were falling for someone else and you didn't recognize it. and you acted upon those thoughts in the moment.
Do you think you can only be in love with like one person at a time?
No, I personally don't think so. So I think I asked you this question one time, and Sabrina maybe asked you the same question. It was like, if you have a first and second love, right? Who are you going with? For me, my answer is you go with the second, because if you truly were in it entirely for that first, you would never have fallen off. You would never have caught your eye for a second person.
That's why, like, my first, like, what I thought was my first love at the time, like, Alex was always like, oh yeah, if we broke up, like, you'd go back to him. And I was like, I wouldn't, because he's a bad person. Like, there was, you know what I mean? So, like, even though he's, like, attractive, none of his personality is attractive to me. So, like, I personally also agree with that. But if there was only one person for you in the world, that'd be dumb. Yeah. So, like,
statistically, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but I feel like with both of them, I don't think, like, I thought you were happy in the moment with the first one too.
I was genuinely, and I still mean all those. Like, I still think back to all those times when I've.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if she was sitting here like right now.
Oh, I would apologize again and again, and I know she wouldn't want to hear it. But I'd be like, I hope you still realize, like, I'm very sorry, but, like, those 2 years were still, like, very meaningful and have taught me so much that I still, like, think back and tell the same stories. And
he still has your memory box in his closet, bro.
Yeah. And the sticker that Alex wants.
Yeah, he just won't pass it down. I don't know why.
It's a little chibi dog sticker, and I'm like, no, Alex. And he's like, please, dude, just give it to me. I'm like, no.
It's a sticker.
You can visit it anytime you want to see Alex.
Or I could just see Alex.
There you go.
The funny thing is that, like,
I saw it.
That box is still funny because those letters from her, Sarah's read them and she hates me for, like, she hated me more for cheating because of those letters.
Like, I just put my in bro code, like, I'm a girl, and
Are you?
And I, like, know what it would feel like to be her. Yeah. And I hate that just because of, not because of you, just because, like, I imagine that heartbreak for myself, and I'm like, that's fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, and I told you, like, the stuff that her and I had talked about, like, when I had come clean with everything, right? The words that she said, like, hurt me because I was like, fuck, I really fucked up. Not on just a relationship level, but on, like, a best friendship, like, trust level. Like, you can't build that back easily, at least. And to even start building that back is for them to even just give you a baseline of that, which sometimes there are things you can do that just you won't get that baseline again.
I feel like this turned into Brian's long love life.
Well, no, because we were tying it back to, like, the bigger topics.
So what's been your experience with women lately? Give us the update.
As of late, the update is in 2024, work on yourself.
Love that.
Love will come, and it probably won't be pretty or nice to you in the end, so appreciate it while it's still there, I guess.
What happened with the girl that you were talking to me about last year that you were like...
Wegmans?
Yeah. We can just call her Wegmans. When Tasid started dating this girl, he was like, you gotta meet her. She really likes Wegmans, and I know you like Wegmans too.
It's one of the few things I can relate to Sarah on.
Wow.
But yeah, we just faded really hard. It's honestly a similar situation with him where I didn't cheat, but she cheated on her current boyfriend to get with me. And that, I didn't see it at the time because I'm dumb, or maybe I was just ignorant, but whenever you start something on a weak foundation, it always bites you in the butt.
That's kind of deep.
That's deep, dude.
I completely agree with that, and, like, that's.
I'm sure you do agree with that.
No, because, like, honestly, like, that first year afterwards with the most recent one, there was a lot of that kind of tension a little bit, because it was like I realized I was still actively working on getting over
the other one.
Right, not
Slay.
not in just, like, the emotional, like, the relationship sense, but genuinely because, like, again, I was mourning the loss of the fact that I lost a friend, or the best friend, who went through a lot of shit with me. Right, 2020 was, like, the worst year that I experienced. To this day, it's still probably, like, stemming the root of a bunch of issues. But back to what the season saying, like, yeah, like, you have to put so much more effort into a relationship that starts weak to just get it to even the baseline of what a regular normal one feels like.
And you're overcompensating.
Yeah, overcompensating is the big thing. Like, you have to, like, go above and beyond, like, outside of your comfort zone, doing things to just prove to yourself that you're not the person that, you know, had either broken up a relationship, right, or, like, hurt someone else to get to that relationship.
Do you remember the point in your relationship with Alex where you were like, I don't need to be on the phone or texting him, like, every second of the day for our relationship to still have merit?
I feel like a lot in the beginning was like that we just didn't know each other at all, because we legitimately started dating a week after we started talking. And I mean, we, like, he didn't I knew of him more than he knew of me, but, like, I didn't know anything about him besides, like, Brian, I guess. But I feel like the puppy dog phase of like constantly calling, texting, and like cute stuff, that does fade. And like Sabrina had a relationship recently where he told me to my face that he wanted the honeymoon phase to last forever. And there's an element of that, and there should be an element of that. But that constant like possessive, like I want to be with this person all the time, and like it's like an all-consuming thing where like you would drop anything to just have like a 1-second call with them. Like that does not last forever. And in an ideal world, it morphs into like a deeper connection. Like, but I feel like that went away for us for like probably. I feel like it came back after we went to college, but I feel like after like 6 months or something, it was less. He wasn't randomly like dropping League to play with me anymore, or to like, play with me, to hang out with me anymore.
That was annoying though.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like the amount of times.
But you had to put in the work to get.
We literally would be like, "Hey, we're playing at 6. You said you were gonna play at 6. You ate dinner."
But I will.
And then 6 happened. Rolls around. He's like, "I had to call Sarah." We're like, "Dude, we planned this."
Yeah,
I will
that's
give
totally
you
fair, too.
like the piece of advice though that you're gonna all be like, oh, but seriously, like obviously it's harder to do now because dates do sometimes involve sex. Like fine. But Alex and I literally did not have any sexual intimacy at all for the first year and a half of our relationship.
Cap.
No, it's not.
Cap.
Like kissing and that's it.
Cap.
It's not cap.
Cap.
All right, fine, you can say it is. But we built our relation like a foundation off of just like a
Conversing.
yeah, like conversing, literally talking, hanging out. It was not at all like that. Because I didn't lose my virginity, Brian, until a week before my 18th birthday. And we started dating when I was 16.
I need your certificate to believe this.
Your virginity certificate.
Like, pull it up. I don't know.
I need you.
But-
I bet you diaried it.
I didn't. Genuine connection, though.
Dear diary.
I fucked.
Genuine connection, though, like, does help those things.
Yes.
Because, like, at the end of the day now, like, Alex and I, because there is going to be more times in a committed relationship where you are, like, best friends more than, like, lovers. That sounds weird, but it's true. Like, especially in a daily life, you're not, like, most of it is, like, roommate stuff. Like, can you take out the trash? Like, but I feel like that deep, like, we still have a physical connection, obviously, but that is not, like, I need to talk to him all the time. Like, we don't ever text. Like, when we're out, it's, like, bye in the morning and then back home. Like, we never talk at all. He used to text me during, like, class. But I feel like it depends on the length and the depth of the relationship.
I think it was that right there, what you described as a strong foundation in my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not lust. It's not.
And that's what did it, the strong
Yeah.
foundation.
Right.
You guys are some old souls.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, at the time, all three of you were, like, girls. Guys who, like, weren't, like, out like that. Like, on the street doing hood rat shit all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in our mom's basements playing League of Legends, yeah.
Right. And I would 100% pick that for my kid over...
That's fair. The scary thing
Siri,
now is
19
like,
years.
like you can. The scary thing is you can wish that as a parent, but you never know what your kid's gonna want for themselves.
Hey Sabrina, would you let us date your kids?
Why do you want to?
I just need to know because Sarah's been very vocal about it. but Sabrina
After what
hasn't
you
chimed
just
in.
said
No.
about the 22, no.
I would let the youth date my kid.
25 for Sabrina.
I would also let the seed date my kid.
What the hell? I don't deserve your kids. Guys.
Wait, whoa, phrasing.
What did you say?
Phrasing.
Jaseeth, why do you...
Horrible.
Yeah, wait, Jaseeth, why are you so, like, down on yourself, though?
Because I feel like, I don't know, I am especially down on myself right now because I feel like my life's in a position that I don't want it to be in. But,
Me too, buddy.
I feel like I'm too comfortable though, and I haven't been down enough on myself, and I've just been wallowing in whatever the fuck deceitful error has been for the past 23 years, but... that's it,
So, like, outwardly, whenever we do talk or whatever, I feel like you have a lot of interest and, like, fun things about you and, like, many good qualities. I'm not saying, like, you're the one who knows whether you're ready for a relationship. But I think, like, obviously the person, you are your toughest critic.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're very down on yourself. Because I feel like, even though everyone's fucking stuck. Like, everyone wants to be somewhere else. But comparison's the thief of joy. And
The what?
comparison's the thief of joy.
Never heard of that.
Well, now you have.
Where's that from?
It's a
I've
famous
heard it.
quote.
By who?
I don't know who.
Exactly,
it's from,
Alex.
but
Shut
it's
up.
a famous quote.
Man, trying to
That's
sound more
why.
scholarly than I
saw it
am.
on
I told my dad the other day, I said, every day above ground is a great day, remember that. And he goes, thank you, Aristotle. And I was like, it's actually Pitbull. And he was like, oh, Aristotle, Pitbull. I always get those two confused. But I think, like,
Oh, Paul.
I think it puts you in a better position to know that you aren't ready for a relationship.
Yeah.
Because it means when you are ready, you'll know.
And it's sad. Like literally right after my breakup, I honestly started talking to my bank teller. Crazy situation.
Well,
Don't do that, by the way.
bank teller.
Like suddenly the numbers in my account weren't adding up. No, I'm kidding. But, like my credit card stopped working. I was like, well, I guess I have to go into the bank. And lo and behold, she was working that day.
But that's kind of wild though, that you were dating a bank teller.
He was
never
not
did,
dating,
I never
yeah.
did. But the reason I brought it up was because the situation was escalating, honestly, like faster than any relationship should, and it was like we were in a very charged situation in a vehicle, and things may have progressed, but I felt uncomfortable about myself in a vehicle. I just didn't feel comfortable enough about myself.
Yeah, you were still
And,
hung up, right?
Yeah, I still cared about this woman who fully like broke my heart and didn't.
So going off of that, so one of the advice I got earlier this week, I was talking to Evan's parents actually. I went over to his house and like told them, just caught them up with my life. And his dad literally gave me this one quote, which was literally the best way to get over someone is to get under someone.
Crazy.
And I was
Why?
thinking about it. I'm just like, but then at Deceit's story, I was just like, I don't think so. Because like you have to be in a mental state like where you appreciate yourself and where you know yourself well enough if you think you can take that step forward.
I think if your relationship starts based off of like sex or like a physical connection, that leaves very little time, a lot of times, for you to learn about that person.
Yeah. And then the sex just becomes everything about the relationship.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah, physical connection like sometimes deludes you into thinking that you have a strong emotional
I definitely, obviously, you're physically attracted to somebody first,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think that is like not great.
Yeah. It's just a barrier.
What's your opinion on that?
On what?
Evan's parents' famous quote.
I was gonna ask him, what's the first thing you see in like a woman or like a person?
Don't look at her.
Do you
Look this way.
I think the first.
I know it's eyes too.
Oh, it's eyes for you too?
Yeah, it's eyes, but
man.
but in terms of like personality, I just think that it's not somebody who's. I think I need somebody that's strong-willed and somebody who's willing
Stubborn.
to change the way that I am as a person and not just go with the flow of who I am. Like to see flaws in yourself. Like she needs to see flaws and she wants you to become a better person. I think that's other qualities that were really attractive.
What do you think? Like, what are the biggest takeaways that like you think Sarah has taught you as a person?
As a person, just to be my own man and not to always listen to others. I think when I was younger, especially like the way I grew up with my parents, it was always like, I think you can relate. It's just like you're always beaten down by your parents to believe certain things or to always follow a certain path, and the disappointment that
The
you
Vietnamese mother.
the disappointment you get from them just hurts you so much.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
you can't like just be your own man.
Yeah.
And learning from her that it's okay to hurt your parents, but you
I just
do
feel like at the
that
end
to
of the
become
day,
a better
you're
person.
living with yourself. You know?
Alex's?
No, like you have to live with who you are.
I see. Yeah.
So if your mom's like, you're a disappointment, well, do you feel you are?
No, but you hear it so often you start
Yeah.
believing it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You haven't had Asian parents. I'm sorry.
No. I was going to ask
Or
if you had
immigrant parents. I
experienced
think.
the same.
Have you went through
We
the
all
same thing?
my
Not
parents
as
didn't even want me
deep,
out, like
no.
leaving the house until
I would say my-
18-year-old man.
My parents are like on the cusp of foreign pain. Like they instill some of these thoughts and they have some of these, but like also they're very modern and like open-minded in a lot of ways.
Honestly, having those values though is something I treasure more than anything because it's made me not become as big of a whore, is that an okay word to say in 2024, as I probably could have been. But yeah. I
What's your body count?
appreciate traditional life. That's not inappropriate. I like to think of life as an experience, not a number.
How many experiences have you
Life
had?
is also full of STDs.
Yes, and
Is that
kids.
Will Smith's wife? What do you say?
Fun fact,
How many
if you
entanglements
don't-
have you had?
If you don't... Fun fact, if you have only had sex with one person, you never have to get screened for an STD. Unless your husband's cheating on you.
Oh no, that like an STD, yes, but there's like infections and other shit too.
Yeah, but in general,
Yeah,
you
I
get...
understand.
Like, I've never had to get screened.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a scary world out there. People are very, very comfortable with that kind of thing, and like the grandiosity of sex is very underplayed nowadays. It's just something people do to kill the time. I swear to God.
Yeah. I think... Well, I don't think this is true for all people, but I am curious, like, when the two of you... Well, you don't really talk to me about that stuff. But, like, when you're in a committed relationship, it's not sex all the time.
Yeah, it's not.
Like,
I agree.
Had a lot of relationships and just sex.
yeah, but they were never longer than like,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Right.
my longest relationship is probably like 6 months.
right.
Tops.
I'm talking about like a real long-term committed relationship.
What's that?
It's tough. It's not every day, and it ends up there's a lot more time to sit and think about whether you really like that person.
Yeah.
And like I think the dumbest advice a foreign parent can give you is to not live with someone before you're married.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you wait till marriage to
not a
live with
hot take.
someone,
I don't think so.
Well, for them, like, marriage is strictly financial because that's what it was to them. It'll be easier for us to raise a family together if we're living together. Like, I'm only moving out because I want to start a family. I'm not moving out at X age, and I feel like I should, you know?
I know, but like Catholic, for example, like you don't move in together till your wedding day. You don't know the person until you move in with them.
No,
It's
crazy.
true. I mean, like, I guess only two of us here lived at college, but like, you are like thrown into this like pressure cooker of like thinking you really know this person because you're sleeping next to them, eating next to them, studying next to them, everything. But you really don't know that person, unless I don't know about your roommates. But did you even ever have one?
I did.
Yeah.
I had through all 4 years of college. I
Yeah.
basically had a roommate.
So it's like, but stuff like how that person chews, bro. Like,
So it's pissing you off.
yeah, Alex does a really annoying thing when he eats hot food that like literally makes me want to fucking strangle him. No, he's like, no. He'll be eating and he'll go when it's hot, like
man.
sucking up to like, because when you like breathe in through your mouth, you can't feel it.
That's kind of cute.
No, it's really annoying.
But it's hot. You want him to be in pain?
Facts.
I don't drink something.
That doesn't fix it. Always.
What the hell?
I think you don't know somebody until you move in with them.
No.
That's a
And,
fair
like,
statement.
really-
I don't think that's yeah.
Well, do you guys? Well, you already did. I mean, this is just a deceased and Sabrina question. Like, what's the like status on moving out? Like, how do you feel about it?
I feel like it is very much necessary to become yourself, but at the same time, it's fucking expensive as hell to live by yourself nowadays. So it does make sense to like want to be living with somebody else, but I don't know. You can live with your friends.
So are you
don't
like
have to.
good living with your parents now? You feel like
I feel comfortable enough, yeah, but I'm probably gonna move out with a couple friends once I fucking graduate college for the love of God.
that's how I feel.
I'm on 4 hours of sleep, by the way. I'd like to say.
I'm on year 6 of my
Thank you,
degree,
thank you.
so
Oh.
and you are too.
I'm on
Also-
anxiety.
I'm also pregnant for real
Huh?
with the word of the Lord.
Huh?
I'm a Christian now.
Huh?
That's where the 3 hours come in. I feel like there's
What are you saying?
wait, Deceit. I feel like there's a point in living with your parents where there's just like
I'm pregnant right now.
I just feel the Lord.
Do you?
No.
No, you don't. Right.
there's just like an acceptance of like there is no reason to move out now because it's expensive or whatever and you can't. So you just accept this is how it is and you tolerate it.
Yeah. Also, I feel like renting is a waste of money, and I would much rather be like paying off a mortgage as opposed to like renting.
So
Yeah.
I encourage you both. Actually, no, you don't think that because I just saw your reaction. To listen to Dave Ramsey's podcast. It was Dave Ramsey who was talking about Bethany. Tell me, was it Dave Ramsey? Where basically she told me that he said like renting actually isn't a waste of money because you're not getting like most people don't. Actually, not most people, but if you're paying a mortgage, you're putting money toward owning it one day
Yeah.
in
There's
like
interest on it, too.
30, 35 years or whatever. And you're not getting money back from putting in a new water heater or like all the stuff that a house costs, and you're paying property taxes. If you rent with a good landlord, like we have a great landlord who doesn't bother us at all, like, and we could paint the house and do whatever we want. Like, I mean, not whatever we want. We couldn't like, add an addition, but like you are paying money to live somewhere that's, not obviously cheaper than a mortgage in some. I mean, if you're putting 3% down though on a house right now, it would be more than your rent.
Yeah.
And you're paying property taxes and you're responsible for everything. If you have a landlord, the roof caves in, call them up and be like, the roof caved in, like you got to fix it. So technically renting is not a waste of money.
So to chime in with that in terms of like, okay, moving away from renting as just purely the like financial part of it, it's kind of the same way when I encouraged everyone to like go to school out of state or like just live away from your house. You're renting and you're paying for the experience of like what it's like to either live on your own.
You're also
or live with other
a lot
people.
of times paying for your mental health.
Yeah, you are paying for your mental health.
I look back on like COVID and think like, first of all, we could have been saving better, Alex and I, but also we completely like, we were suffering mentally in our parents' houses. And I have a better relationship with my parents than he does, but like even my parents who I love to the end of time, I'm like, get away from me. So do I regret sometimes that we didn't save when we could? Yeah. But like the peace we feel not living with people is like, money can buy that. So, but I see people living at home who are working at like Google and I'm like, oh yeah, like that's nice.
Yeah, but that's just a way of saving money. But they're in a better mental state.
But they're
or
not
just better.
What is it? They're rich. They're not wealthy.
I watched my brother live at my house until he was 28 years old getting married.
Alex's brother did that too.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, he didn't get married, but he moved out. He moved out at 30.
Yeah.
He paid off his parents' house and he moved out.
Yeah, that's a good point you had. Like just your life is split into chapters, right? Different chapters with either your relationships with people or truly like big milestones like moving out, being on your own, or moving in with your fiance, or still living at home. But then your life is still like then splitting into different little subplots essentially of like how you're currently living your life, whether it's finding love, working on yourself, or whatever that is.
What I know with that though is that like those chapters are like arbitrary things we create and put on them when everybody's pages are different, or you may not even have the same page as other people have.
Well, that's what I've been working on a lot recently, which is like another thing. But we have like friends in our lives who are making way more money and get to do fun shit that we can't do right now. Alex and I obviously live very comfortably, but we can't right now. We can't afford to like go on a big vacation or like do all that stuff. We would rather pay to like live comfortably at home. That's like a decision we made. But we have friends who like recently have gotten raises, and of course I'm proud of them. But it does create like a comparison thing, especially when you have friends that are in the same field as you, where it's like, why can't I get that, or why whatever. And life's all about connections. But like I've been comparing a lot, like, oh, like that's unfair, or like I wish I had that. And it's like comparatively to people our age, we're doing a lot more than.
And you never know, like just because they started off with a bigger financial base, it doesn't mean the home was any better growing up or like that kind of
No,
thing.
and I know that, yeah, and like, but like when I catch myself in those times, I'm like, comparison is the thief of joy. Like, did you care that they made more money than you when you were eating dinner last night and having a good time? No. You just care about it in the moment because you're like.
That's genuinely my reason for hating social media entirely, like, or the current state I have it is because like why, like I understand what you.
Are you even on any social media anymore?
No, like YouTube, but only
That doesn't
I'm
That doesn't count.
I'm an
Entertainment.
iPad kid and I can't eat without anxiety racing through my brain.
Mood. Alex, last night he was in bed and we have on the white noise machine and he goes, "Babe, turn it on. The thoughts are coming."
I'm thinking.
No, but I think that's like what you're saying. Like anxiety comes at like the most random times, and sometimes like social media feeds into that, right? Like you were talking about comparison. When you see on social media people are just posting a snapshot of their life, you think that's their entirety. That's what their entire life is about, and then you're like thinking like I'm sitting here scrolling through Instagram at my house, or like or like you're at work or something. You have some downtime. You're scrolling through, and you're like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Like why am I not traveling? And then it goes also back to like being able to really just live in your current moment is way better than like looking at other people's images and thinking that's their entire life.
I also think like going back to Decee's point about living at home, like you're never going to get that time back, even if you don't have like a fantastic relationship with your parents. But I think about when I lived with them all the time, just trying to get out. Like I was like, I need to get out of here. And like sometimes I'm still miss that time where it was like just the three of us, like before Alex moved in, or like obviously like I wasted all that time. Like when I get to this next thing, I'm going to be happy. And I mean, I talk to other people about that too all the time. Like, why are you not enjoying what's now and excited about what could be in the future? But like, you're not racing to get there. You're like, this is where I am now and I'm content. But obviously none of you seem like you're content.
Well, yeah, I just don't think humans work that way. You can delude yourself and believe whatever, but like we're always driven by the fact that there's something down the line that we want.
I mean,
Otherwise,
that's
like why are we here?
It's also like fake it till you make it is a thing.
Why are we here? That's a very deep
How
existential.
far are we in the podcast?
I feel personally like now that I'm doing a full-time internship working in the public school system for free as a second grade teacher. Literally, that's what I do.
Yeah.
40 hours a week I'm working as a teacher, not getting paid.
Free?
For free. It's like, you're like, it's crippling. You're like, I'm getting up right now at 7 a.m. and I paid for this experience. Why? Or like,
For the kids.
I
The
get
future
it.
of America.
But like, you couldn't slip me $1? Like,
I can give you whatever's in my wallet.
Brian, one time I had to pay for your gas and it was $1 and you put it into your gas tank.
That is,
Do you remember that? I gave you $5. How much did you get, a gallon?
Yeah.
give her $5 right now.
Let's see. We got a receipt from Vietnam.
Nice. That's at least.
We have a business card from a food truck in Washington.
Priceless.
We have the state of Maryland Medicaid program.
You have Medicaid?
You don't need that shit.
We have.
How do you have Medicaid?
My mom still hasn't kicked me off hers yet. No.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they kick off.
my
at
God.
We have a
Guys are
punch
saving
stamp
money.
for a cafe over in Seattle, and then we have a picture of all our friends, or some of my Deceive the Nice friends from this was Maui's
the
party.
Halloween Oh, I wasn't.
Maui's like birthday party.
Who's?
Here's a picture
Maui?
with none of you guys in it.
Here's a picture with all of my friends and none of you are in it.
Crazy.
What is your take on platonic friendship, like completely platonic girl-boy friendships?
I request Alex's opinion on this
No,
first.
it's just not real. It's not real. Can't happen. Cannot happen. I guarantee you in life, you will get.
So do you consider Brian and I's friendship platonic now because we don't have crushes on each other?
Yeah, but we talked about this earlier in the podcast. You guys were friends way before, and you see how it formed out. He did have feelings for you afterwards. So I think it's
That's
the
true.
same in the future. It's if you really truly care about somebody, you start forming ideas, or you start seeing qualities that you think are.
Do we
attractive.
count platonic though as like I've never found this person attractive at all?
I feel like a lot of it's the circumstance you meet them in because, like, if it's a
'Cause I've
complete
thought-
stranger, half the time you don't even approach a stranger unless you think they.
But
look
I've
a
like
certain
been
way.
friends with many guys that I'm like, you're attractive, but I personally like I wouldn't date you because you're my friend. But you're cute.
Yeah, I think it's a difference between men and women too.
Yeah.
Where like a lot of men are like, she wants me. And then,
Some
and
guys
then
are
they
so
just dive right
deprived
in.
of attention. The slightest care for their emotions is like.
is
a
that you,
sign
Brian?
of- I'm the one who falls for my best friends. Next question.
Well, that's the
But-
thing though. Like, would you say your friendship with me and with Sarah is platonic now? Yes or no?
Yes, now it is truly.
It never started platonic though.
It didn't.
That's-
but,
no,
like,
hold
is this
on.
not real? And can this
Hold
not,
on.
It took me a couple days.
Okay.
Okay,
But,
the first year we knew each other, before Alex came along, I truly believed everything we were doing was platonic. I had no feelings for you. I genuinely just enjoyed the touch and the presence without really us defining it.
The touch is crazy.
Because we didn't define what platonic was. To us, that felt natural. We didn't think about the idea of
Well,
dating.
we weren't dating.
Yeah, we didn't think about it either. It never. I don't think we ever had like that conversation.
Oh,
Of, like,
no.
oh, could we see each other dating each other?
No.
That never happened.
No.
So like that's why now, obviously, as we're older now, like the definition of platonic, what that looks like is like completely different. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but I
also-
would
so the
say
same way
most of
too.
Alex's friends.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to them, but they are attractive.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, I'm like, cutie.
cutie.
Is that what you do when you see somebody attractive walking down the street? You're like, oh! Yeah, I can't imagine the noise you made when Alex tapped your shoulder in the hallway.
Bye.
And you turned around.
Bye.
Surprised Alex didn't run for the hills.
I think platonic friendships are defined by the fact that even if you think they're attractive, you would not personally date them.
I think if there's a mutual understanding.
Yeah, I think there has
I
to be
think it's
boundaries
true.
set.
Yeah.
There has to be a conversation at some point.
Oh, was there a conversation, Brian?
There wasn't. That's why I'm saying that our
That's
friendship.
why there was a problem.
That's why it became a problem, and that's why we look back on it. We can't consider it platonic, even though at the time we definitely did.
I think that's the other thing about that situation that I feel like Alex knows obviously now, but like looking back on that, like what if I was looking back at like a video of me and Brian together freshman year, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
But like that's age and maturity.
it was dating without the labels, and we both.
But we didn't kiss.
No.
It was just like
Well, because I think that
Fluffers.
for us at that point, like kissing would be saying like that's a relationship.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like that's the thing though. Like we were young and like, do you know how many people in high school that we know that we like did crazy shit and like they will say like, yeah, we're not dating.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
You know?
The difference is like you guys didn't want that. Like you guys weren't just fucking around. You were just.
We were.
I was never being touchy with Brian because I wanted him to tell me he liked me.
You guys were too lame to be fuck buddies.
I think we were emotionally deprived.
Right, as I said, I didn't lose my virginity till 18.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like that, but I feel like but like no one looks back on like high school and is like, wow, I really like that person all the time.
Although I should have realized it sooner. I
Oh,
will
do you
admit
like
that.
do you like who you were in high school better now?
Oh,
than
me.
now?
I thought you meant like thinking about another person from.
Oh,
high
no. I meant like you don't look
No,
back at
yeah, I
yourself in
hated
high school.
myself. Oh my god, yeah, I hated
Yeah.
myself.
Why?
We were terrible.
Yeah,
We
there were
all
certain.
terrible
Yeah,
people.
there were certain qualities I
I
didn't
wanted
like.
to be white. I'm a Sri Lankan man.
I do. I was like that too, though. Like growing up, I only was with white people because my parents are white, and I thought I was white. And then I like grew up, and I was like, oh my god, those people don't like you. You're not supposed to be wearing Lily Pulitzer. You're fucking Asian.
Damn, wow.
I became also much more aware when I was the only like colored person.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, all you white bitches, not a
The
single
term is person of color.
POC.
Please,
Not
please
all
do
you
not
white
say colored person.
all
That-
all you white people, not one single Asian, Middle East, no friend that's a different color than you.
No, they stick to themselves. It's like-
Not you, though.
No, not me.
I didn't know that you were like trying to do that
What?
or trying to be white or like.
Yeah, with the people I surrounded with, the
Yeah,
white
I'll
people
agree
were
with
the
that.
ones- the white people I associated with parties, free alcohol, and like the typical high school experience, you know. And that's just because it was like what I saw on TV every
I was
fucking
never
day
on the
growing
streets.
up, you know. On the streets.
On
I
the
was
streets.
on the streets.
I was never in someone's mom's basement.
Damn, real?
Nope.
You missed out on good times.
Taking Jeeves in somebody's mom's basement is.
I was in your
like
mom's basement
cornerstone of life.
What was that? Was that for my birthday?
Hey, Alex. That was wild.
Yeah.
We were all there for that, and that was wild.
That was crazy. I kept my head down. I'm glad back then I knew what I was doing.
I'm still not over that. That was crazy.
You should be over that.
I was sitting right next to him. She knows who I am.
She looked you in the eye.
Thank you.
Why? I got you.
Hi,
I got
Alex.
you. Women are mean, man.
But everybody in high school thought that I was like mean to like the other girl that was the original issue, Susan. Like she was scared of me, but I never even talked to her.
You got with Susan, bro?
No.
He thought
She was mine.
She
Wait,
was
I'm-
cute. She
I'm
was
just-
really
I'm just making
cute.
a joke because I've never met a Susan in my life.
Do you know who we're talking about?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys are just dyslexic. And I'm,
No,
I'm,
it's,
like,
we're
actually
not
dyslexic.
trying to use names.
I know, but like that hurt my brain. But yes,
Susan.
so. Who's the
Sunday?
dyslexic one? No, I
Susan
think
is very cute. I will still die on the hill. She was very attractive.
Yeah, but she got a whole lot wrong with her, man. I talked.
Whoa!
No, I'm interested.
Wait, what is wrong with her though? Do tell.
I've just heard she's very possessive and controlling, and
I can fix her.
Brian.
I mean, some people need that. Some people run right back to that when they get. Like,
Well,
the
he
freedom.
gave her a sweatshirt,
And I gave you my hoodies. What?
and she wore it every day,
Again, what's different?
even after we started dating.
Yeah, but what were your
Oh.
intentions, broski?
Like, how are you getting these women hoodies? Like,
Okay,
I
fair.
tried.
You got it.
I'm
You're right on that one.
Do you want something from my closet? And they're always like, no. And I'm like, do I dress bad?
a hoodie?
Right
no,
today?
you gave me a teddy bear.
You did give her a teddy bear, you rat.
Yeah, and then a snowstorm happened and I was over it.
Wait, you
Literally.
gave Susan a teddy bear?
No, her.
Oh.
Me, it's
Sabrina.
teddy
I
bear.
gave Sabrina.
You didn't give me anything.
I gave you hoodies and affection.
You didn't give me anything tangible.
You're
And
wait.
touch. You gave it touch.
Touch is tangible
Bye.
for the moment. Did I really never give you any any
No.
gifts? I never give you
No.
anything. Damn. I'll give you. I'm getting you guys a
your
wedding
lunch
gift.
every day.
Here's something.
Yeah, you ate my lunch.
I
Oh, no,
didn't eat
you-
your lunch.
oh.
I ate her lunch and she ate your lunch.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Vicious, like-
I'll get you a wedding gift.
That's not for me, and it wouldn't be the same because
Not
it wasn't during the
personal?
weird period.
Period.
Dude, that's
Not
why-
really, but
That's why none of that shit saves on
It's
that
not
app.
platonic.
Alex like these hoes are for the streets.
You.
Nine, like 8.5 years later.
It's not just.
Well, now I
friends.
just flirt with
Never
Alex.
friends.
Yeah.
It's true.
Now I'm just like I just stare at him like
We were just watching a TV show about Japanese people. playing soccer. This man's talking about their ass.
Alex,
Yes, getting married does something to you.
you don't do that.
No,
You know,
I'm
when we go
scared.
out,
Do you not say like cute stuff to the bros?
No, I'm the least homo of the bros.
no. I'm
just
probably one
makes
of the.
weird
I'm probably one of the
sounds.
most
Brian
homo.
is
Yeah.
the homoist of the bros.
How many guys have you kissed?
Damn, yeah. And the crazy thing is, it's not 0 for him.
It's also not 5.
I hope it's 4, bro.
No, it's over 5. That's the joke.
No, but I was.
I'm
I was-
comfortable
I
with
was saying
sexuality.
that when we go out together, sometimes like attractive people do walk by us, and we're like, "Damn, he's a cute guy."
True. Yeah.
Or like she'll see like a woman walk by, and she'll be like, "Damn, she's hot." And I'll be like,
This is my red flag for Alex because they don't have many, but like he is very attracted to white girls. And like, where art thou?
See, but he
Dude,
never,
blue-eyed, blonde hair baddies.
It's all just
I'll
looks,
never
bro.
get it.
That was high school. I mean, high school I had only dated white girls. It's into Asian girls, but never got one.
You,
And then college was all about the Asian girls. Hey yo.
It still is
"Are you
now.
gonna go back to white girls now?"
We'll find who I find.
Can you like
I'm just gonna work
transfer
myself.
that kind of attraction to me?
What?
Because I need to be into white guys so I can get a green card, and I can't be.
Hey, there are people of color that have citizenship.
Both of them could get you green cards. Actually, all of them could.
I'm locked in.
Well, you could all.
You can just throw them on the bill.
Sabrina, my price for my like citizenship
Were you
is
born in Sri
10K.
Lanka?
10K.
Were you born
Fuck
here?
you.
No, yeah, I was born here.
Like in Maryland?
10K.
What do you think I got?
I'm a Sri Lankan.
10K. What else are you gonna give
I'm
me?
trying to do this so I can get a job.
Okay, and I want 10K. We can make this work if money's involved.
You have to live together and prove that you like romantically know each other.
Alex, would you let Sarah and
had a
Sabrina
history.
get married if it meant Sabrina's citizenship?
I did. That was what.
He asked us about it.
Yeah,
But it's like we watched his brother go through the citizenship process, and it's not like
It's not simple.
no.
You'd think it is. And
It's like
not
you have
no
to
dating.
well because we wrote and it's an affidavit for his brother and his wife because she was getting a citizenship, and it asked us like intimate stuff like it asked us to tell them like how we knew them, how long we've known them, have we ever been to their house, like what's their
Yeah, just
address,
very
what does their house
personal
look like,
and private.
like does she have clothes at their house, like you have to be able to prove that they were also romantically involved. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't even like get past
We
the
couldn't even-
ceremony of marriage without like laughing.
Yeah.
So no.
All right,
Ordeal.
ice her ass. Get her.
She's here legally.
Oh.
Not illegally. She's here legally.
And that's the problem.
And she will
isn't
leave
it?
when it becomes illegal.
That's right.
This is what the lawyer told us to say.
Are you like anxiety ridden at all by like the fact that you might have to leave the country?
Every 2 years, every time I have to renew my visa. Yeah.
And at any point they can just be like, nah,
Yep.
that's great.
Yeah. So
Wait, so how long before you become a naturalized citizen though, or is that not possible?
She hasn't even applied.
Not a process. It can't happen from my visa. I have to get a different visa because this one is not permanent. It's fleeting because it's government.
So she
That's
has
why
to
it's
get
every
a
2
permanent one
years.
first and then apply.
I have to get a permanent one, which would be a marriage one, a work one, a student one. Could be permanent.
Oh wait, are you posting this on YouTube too?
No.
Yeah, what clips are
Maybe
you gonna get from this?
eventually.
I
Anytime
don't know.
you guys had said the word colored instead of people of color.
Comment what your favorite microaggression is.
Comment the ways in which you're a tiny bit racist.
Just a tiny bit.
And then comment what you think platonic really means and what that looks like.
Thank you guys for taking the time. You don't get paid, so this is just the time that you would like to spend here.
Thank you for having us on. This was
Yeah,
amazing
it's fun.
experience.
I'll do it again.
Wow.
I didn't expect to
back
see.
to a year.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see to be on, so this is a treat, you know.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Okay. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
You wink.
Yeah, can you start singing? Actually, can you sing an unreleased single you have?